What's up? What's up? We got some Taco Bell here to eat. Oh, man, I needed a drink. I needed a drink. All right, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Let's do this. My taco there. I'll leave that there. Let's see. Okay, we're good. All right, we got chicken quesadilla. Chicken quesadilla. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells so good. It smells so good. Oh. 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 Sauce. It's okay. It just went on the pants, not on the car seat. It's okay. All right. Man, it is busy. Well, not at Taco Bell, but it's busy. Oh my god. Why? I keep dropping sauce. I'm about to fold this whole thing. I know. Oh my gosh. Whew. Yeah, I'm just got off work not too long ago. So I'm just eating here. Oh, it's Pepsi. And in case you're wondering, I smashed my finger. That's what that is. It's been there like a week. I'm doing fine. Not sure why you're calling me sweetheart. Don't go in here. Yeah, as for the "that looks delicious" comment, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. What's going on with this chat? Yeah, it's good. Taco Bell. Good stuff. Good stuff. Even like the Pepsi's good, as usual. Yeah, it's a bit chilly tonight. It's a bit chilly tonight. Oh man, some nice cars, man. I'm just like looking around the cars. There's some nice cars. I'm gonna keep watching. Okay. Hey, they're hiring. Just to let you know. That's good stuff. I don't see any more awesome cars yet. But like, alright, so I saw a Beamer. I saw an M3. Or not an M3, actually I think it was a 5 Series. No, I wish I would have seen the M3, I think is what I was thinking. Saw Mustang, saw Charger. I mean, you're probably like, so what? But I mean, I'm still cool. I like looking at cars. Big deal. Let me look at my cars, man. Wendy's is like... You guys remember how I said last time we were here, Wendy's was like wrapped around? Yep. And then... there's like pretty consistent business here, too. There's lots of people parking and stuff. So like I did. Domino's doing like regular delivery, I think. I see the delivery guy just like, he just came in. I think he's leaving again already. It's just booming, man. It's booming. I am so tired after today. It was a long day. And apparently COVID was going around, so I may have it. So yay. I actually, the interesting thing is, after I got after I got off, I actually started feeling kind of crappy again. Uh, you guys know I was a bit sick. Um, my nose was like all puffed up and stuff. I was sick a few days, but then I think it's just like the beginnings of COVID, kind of, because you know that stuff can linger. It mutates. Like essentially, like it has to take time to become that, you know, the thing it is, you know, and then it's like boom, there it is. So yeah. Oh hey, there's another Mustang. Sweet. Sweet. That's awesome. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Anyway, um, yeah. Sometimes it just takes a while, and I know we have confirmation that somebody definitively has it. So beep. So you know, there's a good chance. What the fuck is this lady doing? Is she beeping? Who's beeping? Like who's actually doing that? It sounded like it was coming from that way, but like sometimes in parking lots like this, because of the way things are arranged, it'll bounce around. The sound will actually bounce around stuff, so it sometimes can sound complete opposite of where it's actually coming from, especially if you have a slope. Sound is pretty weird. Yeah. And that's how it works. Like if you have a slope, like let's say you have like a slope, and then like there's a bunch of trees, and then like you make a big noise at the bottom of this slope, right? Like at the bottom of the slope, and then at the top of the slope, somebody else is up there, and they're facing you. But when you make that noise, a lot of times, you know, because of the way the sound moves, what's going to happen is it's going to sound like the sound actually comes from directly behind you, because even though it's in front of you and you're on the high ground and you're looking down on the person making the sound, a lot of times because it's bouncing around all those trees, it actually bounces, and if it's loud enough decibels, it'll travel further, and it'll just bounce off the thing, the solid thing. If there's something behind you, it'll bounce off that, and it'll sound like it's coming from behind you. So like if there's like a wall, I should say, there's like a wall behind you. So yeah. I mean, if there's no trees in front of you, and it's just like straight on, and you know what I mean, it's gonna work a little bit different. You're just gonna hear it. It's gonna sound like it's coming from everywhere, but maybe also behind you, because it will still bounce off. But the difference is it won't be blocked directly. So like the sound waves will bounce off and will immediately, you know, as fast as the speed of sound, you know, hit that wall and then bounce back so that you hear it. But the point is that like the trees in front of you are blocking you and dampening you from hearing it this direction. So it goes around you that fast and then comes back. Sounds weird, man. This is partially why the way sound works and the way it bounces and stuff is partially why if you ever go to like a rock concert and it's in like a ballroom or well, case in point, an amphitheater, right? That's the point. It's designed a certain way so that way the acoustics are such that it is just brilliant. You know, it basically just bounces around in all different directions in that circle, sort of. But it really it's doing this, you know, just super fast, you know. The best way I could describe it is if you got one of those. You ever see one of those little gear things with a pencil, and then like you draw on a page, you pick a point in the center and you start drawing on the page, but then it moves around in a star and then starts moving around in a different pattern. Those lines that eventually forms everywhere, that's the best way I could describe the way the sound moves, essentially, is it's just like that. Like one of those stencil things. That's gonna be awesome all over the place. Cause it's like, it's a circle, and then like you can put like certain things up. Like, all right, so they have like these big dampeners that you typically hang over stages and stuff like that, so that way the sound doesn't go up too much, it goes forward. Because if it goes up, a lot of time that can cause feedback. There's like metal and stuff up there, so like you're gonna hear the vibrations of the metal, you're gonna like, it's gonna possibly cause the feedback. It's just not good. So like they put the dampeners up there, like sound, you know, that's why you know, there's people to do that. That sounds weird. I was just thinking about it. Where's my taco? Thought I saw another cool car, but I didn't. This is just a regular taco. Yum. There's actually more lettuce on it than I want. Let's go ahead and take some of that off. Lettuce taco. That's just meat, cheese, and lettuce. That's all it is on my taco. I like fresh salsa. Fresh salsa. Fresh. It's gotta be fresh. It's fucking raw. It's raw. Gordon. I love it when he goes. I love it when he goes. Are you stupid? I mean, really. Are you stupid? He just asks him. Sometimes they own up to it. They're like, I guess so. So much access taco and less meat. It's okay though. I will eat the rest like nachos. Because that's what you do. It's a taco. So you eat the rest like it's a nacho. Yeah. Man, I just don't feel good all of a sudden. Maybe I do have COVID. That would suck. Yeah, Mike. That sort of feeling when you're like colder, you feel colder than you know you actually are. That makes sense. Like I'm not actually cold because it's not cold in here, but like, you know what I mean. Like I know it's not. Aside from the fact that I know what temperature it is. Aside from that. Yeah, I mean, it just has temperature display right on it, so. I mean, so kind of obvious when you can have that as a point of reference. also, pins and needles on the hands. Interesting. I don't like feel like super terrible yet, but it's probably coming. Oh wow. Yeah, we'll just do some more chill streams or something. If that happens. If not, I have something planned anyway. Cause I miss like playing shooters and stuff. Like high energy stuff. It's fun. Yeah, I mean like Killing Floor and stuff like that. I really wanna play some Killing Floor 2. Really wanna play that. I also like I just haven't been. You guys know that I finally prestige rank 5 and level 25 on my Firebug. You guys know I finally did do that. I maxed my Firebug finally. Now I'm working on support. I thought the achievements worked in such a way that you had to prestige rank 5 all of them, but I was wrong. Yeah, you just have to let them to level 25. You don't You don't have to prestige them. I was like, oh man, I could have done this the whole time. I thought it was so far out of reach. I was like, I'll move on to something else. You know what I mean? Because like that would take forever, and I was like, I don't know that I want to do that. But now that I know that it's just level 25 one time for each, I'm just like, oh, well, that's doable. So that's what I'm working on. That's what we're working on lately with the achievements with Killing Floor 2. I spent a lot of years playing Killing Floor 2 with friends. I have actual like real life friends that I played that game with for many years, and we would join matches with people, and it would randomly download maps and stuff. So like that's why I have like so many maps and stuff. But I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, I would like to get back into Doom Eternal and start playing again. You guys know I love Doom Eternal. I know Doom 2016 wasn't always popular with people, but I liked that one too. I love most, if not all, the Doom games. I'm just partial to Doom. I grew up with it. I grew up playing the first-person shooter, Wolfenstein 3D. So you know, like I just grew up with first-person shooters and Doom, playing Doom when it was new, and so you know we've come all this way, and I do like the new ones. I do like Doom Eternal, and I really want to play Doom Dark Ages. The Dark Ages, it looks so good. It looks so good. If you guys don't know about that, you need to. Doom the Dark Ages. Know about it, because the more you know about it, the more it gets funding and stuff. I can't wait. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm trusting them with this. I didn't look. Is ID working with Bethesda? I didn't look at it. I know it's obviously going to be ID, but I feel like they're developing it too. I could be wrong. I don't know. But Doom Eternal was great. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I could nitpick about anything, but Doom Eternal was great. There's nothing really to nitpick about. Doom 2 will probably always be my favorite. Just sheer nostalgia. That's the one I played the most when I was younger. I sat there and just endlessly wanted to play Doom 2. We also used to sit there and run deathmatch maps off of DOS. Like, we're talking like old DOS, back when you actually ran that game off DOS. Yeah. Many years playing it, and that's why, like, if you guys are watching me play the old school Doom, I can literally just type IDSP and I just remember it immediately, because I literally typed it that many times. Just like IDDQD, IDKFA, all that stuff. Well, those are the three that I remember. But that's what you need, you know. That's all you need. And I remember like later, as I got older, going back after like discovering Metallica, and then like I was older, and then going back and playing Doom for the first time again for a while, and then going, oh wait a second, this is Master of Puppets in MIDI format. It was awesome. Because MIDI was the way that they could get away with doing the music to where it's not copyrighted, technically, because it's not the same thing. It's not the same music. It's just like, almost like a nursery rhyme, sort of, kind of. But yeah, like that was like the music. But yeah, basically the first level was just Master of Puppets, basically. It's ingrained. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Doom: The Dark Ages. They're just fun games. But yeah, I some of the games that I have the most fun playing are shooters, just because like the concept's so simple. It's just fun. You can just go and play the game. There's nothing else. Like that's why like with certain shooters like I'm not crapping on Overwatch. If you like Overwatch and all that, that's why I sort of eventually stopped playing. It wasn't that like I thought it was bad or anything like that. It was just more like, this isn't me. So like with me, like yeah, I like more elements to the shooter aspect. But with me, since I play games that are like strategic and stuff like that, like RTS style, that's kind of more what I prefer. So like that's why I gravitated towards Cold War, where it had these outbreak maps, the zombie outbreak maps, where you could do the pack-a-punch, upgrade your guns, slowly upgrade your um, your armor and other stuff too. You get the ammo mods and all that. So like that was why I gravitated towards that, because in my opinion that's how you sandbox a shooter correctly. Like there's some quality aspects to Call of Duty games that people don't realize. It's just that what you have to realize about Call of Duty games is that sometimes when they're released, they are a complete technical disaster. They crash and stuff like that. And then they get it a little bit better. And sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't get better for anybody, and then they just move on and pump the next one out. This is Call of Duty. And they're not all bad. They're not. But if you want to play a Call of Duty and you want to know which one's good, ask a fan. And don't be afraid to ask somebody's opinion on that. Everybody's opinion's different. Ask a few people. There's some that are good. Warzone's totally free, so why not try that? It's a battle royale. There's other modes. It's totally free. Just play that. It's pretty good. It's just difficult. Like if you want something easier, go with the earlier ones. Yeah, they just get harder. That's it. Was it Infinite Warfare? Infinite something? Right? Wasn't that everybody's like least favorite? I forget. Infinite something. I like 2. Modern Warfare 2 was my favorite. And Modern Warfare 3 was great. But Modern Warfare 2 was always my favorite. Love the campaign. I spent so many years playing with buddies on Xbox. So, like, that was why. Because I had the hardback... I probably still have it. I had the hardback strategy guide. And it came with the laminated map. So I could stand the little map up. And I could actually use dry erase markers on it if I really wanted to, but like I never actually used the thing. It was so cool though. Like I just sit there and look at it. But yeah, I loved that game. It was the map with the house. Loved that. And then like I'd go up through. So like everybody would make the mistake of trying to go up the hill, up the driveway. You have to go around through the greenhouse and like up the roof, and then like you can sneak around that way. Because there's places you can crouch down there and shoot through the windows. You'll see somebody run by. I used to clip them. I used to like I would go over there and throw something through the window like a grenade and then force them out. Just basic stuff, right? Yeah, it was a lot easier back then because the maps weren't as diverse, Diverse, is that the right word? You guys get what I'm saying. No, I mean, take that with a grain of salt. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine. But if you like shooters, you're probably gonna like at least some of the CODs. The original Call of Duty game is as close to my heart. That's something that, like, one day at a LAN party with some friends from high school, we were sitting there and they all just started to play Call of Duty, and I didn't even know what it was. This is the first one. And they're landing all the computers together. And I think even at the time, maybe the second one was out, I'm not sure, but like, I didn't even know what it was, but I just remember playing it and I'm like, this is awesome. Like, there's just something fun about the combat. I can't even put my finger on it, but for some reason, it's really fun to play this game. And that's something that, for some reason, Call of Duty has been able to maintain. Playing that shooter is fun for some reason. Like, actually, like shooting zombies and other players and stuff. For some reason, it just is. And it has a lot to do with the way the guns shoot. Has a lot to do with that. The diverse selection, I should say. And then at the same time, the fact that they even still did that, going back to the time period that they went back to for each one of those. Even in the beginning, when the selection was more limited, it was still pretty good. It was still awesome. So anyway, that's enough about that. But like, all I'm saying is don't write it off. And I really like the Left 4 Dead games. I mean, I played Left 4 Dead 2 just so much. I played that so much. Love that game. That's a game that easily 10 or 15 people that I know in real life actually own the game. Like, everybody had that game. Easily that many. It's funny. I had these games that I played like growing up. A lot of the games that I played growing up are still cult classics. I spent a lot of time playing Command and Conquer. I started. That was, I think that was the first RTS. I think that was the first RTS I played. But I loved that Tim Curry wasn't it Red Alert 2? I know Tim Curry acted for some of the cutscenes in Red Alert 2 or 3. I forget which one it was. But Tim Curry's awesome, a brilliant actor. So like, and the Command and Conquer series did that with some other actors too, just like the Civilization series did too, with some voice actors and stuff. But anyway, StarCraft 2, like I started with StarCraft way back. And, one thing that like you have to appreciate is like, while the frames were less, the CRT monitors, the way they worked with like the flickering and stuff like that, like the image wasn't solid. It's sort of like like a flickering image. And so you have to realize that with LED technology, it's just different. It works differently. And like the old, you try to take a video of like the old TVs, you just see like a black line and lines going up and down and stuff like that. That's why, because it's just a flickering image that many times. So, hence FPS. So the point is that like you wouldn't notice, because you were so used to frame loss. You were so used to it. So like it just didn't look bad to you when it was like dit, 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 and there's all this stuff on the screen. It just sort of kind of looked sort of normal, but you know, lagging a little bit, you know. Now you just notice it a lot more too, because the point is, you know, it is more demanding and the screens are bigger. But also realize that it's like a true image that you're seeing. So just works a little bit differently. Um, I remember one of my favorite, I'll miss it. I remember like I eventually gave it away. It never died. I had an old. You guys remember E-Machines? An old E-Machines monitor had the circle button with the E on it. And it was like blue and would light up. And it was like a flat screen, but it was a CRT. Thing was awesome. Thing was awesome. A great picture. But no, I mean, like, obviously, I'm not back with, like, just plain old VGA plugs, right? Yeah. DisplayPort. DVI. There's so many different ones. HDMI, luckily, is HDMI has become a pretty accepted standard, thankfully. that it took a bit though, because when the high refresh rate monitors came out, yeah, like display ports like the DVI ports were a lot more common. But it was good to see them make the switch because they should, you know. Yeah, like that was long before, like when I'm talking like Command and Conquer and stuff like that, we're talking like significantly before I was, you know, like some of those consoles and stuff came out even, and you know, really what we had was, I'm just thinking about the time period, probably like, you know, like Nintendo 64 and stuff like that, you know. And so yeah, I mean that stuff was great too. I remember Mario 64. Remember like how amazing that was? I remember I couldn't believe how good the sound was when I first like played that. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like it's phenomenal." And it really was for the time. I couldn't believe how good the sound was actually. Specifically from that game. But I mean, like, the 64 was actually just a pretty solid system for the time. Obviously cartridges is, you know, like you graduate past cartridge, obviously, but I think it's funny that Nintendo somehow went sort of full circle with the games that are basically like little SD cards. Isn't that funny? They managed to make it work. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, actually. Like, you got to give it to them. Nintendo does it right. Nobody denies it too. Like, that's the funny thing is, like, Nintendo, like, they hold that down. Like, you can sit here and have your PlayStation fanboys and your Xbox fanboys and your PC fanboys even, but like everybody respects Nintendo. Like, no, like there's nobody that's like, yeah, I mean Nintendo, that thing sucks. No, nobody's saying that. Yeah, Nintendo, with the exception of the Wii U, and I actually kind of liked the Wii U. Here's what I didn't. All right, so the Wii U could have been successful had they not made, like, basically, like, half of the system is that stupid thing that you set down that has like a screen on it. You guys know what I'm talking about? That was like half the system. Take that away. Now you had a good idea. Graduate the Wii to the Wii U, but don't force people to use this weird docking thing that had a screen that everybody was so confused. I remember people used to tell me all the time, like, I can't get my Wii U to work. Like the people that I knew that had them, and then like I would be like, is your thing docked? And no lie, every single one of them that had that problem, they couldn't get it to work. They didn't realize you had to have the thing docked, charging, or fully charged and using it. So like they would just leave it to the side, like it didn't matter. You guys see what I'm saying? Like, no, that was part of it. I think people didn't realize that. Like, looked at it sort of like a monitor almost, you know? That's how the Wii U worked, unfortunately. So I think the Wii U would have been popular had you taken that thing away from it. Because I liked the Wii U. I played it a lot. I actually did have games for it. Super Mario Wii U, the one for Wii U, was it called that? That one was so awesome. That game was so awesome. So like there was really good games. Like Mario does it right. Like you don't have to worry about Nintendo. It was really just, in my opinion, that where I think folks didn't really understand why the Wii U was coming out. And at the time it was coming out, they didn't look at Nintendo like something that needed to have good graphics. So they were perfectly fine with their Wii. And some people had only just gotten a Wii. Because remember, the Wii was so coveted, you could never get one. Like, that was the point. So, like, some people had just gotten one, and then the Wii U comes out. And that's fine, because the Wii U was again, another thing that could help relieve some of those sales, too, to help people buy some Wiis if they want to. So that way, maybe some people buy a Wii U, some people buy some Wiis. But it didn't exactly happen that way. When the Wii U came out, everybody decided how much they liked the Wii versus the Wii U. And again, I really think it's just because of the ease of use. Because again, there was almost no... The biggest difference between the Wii U and the Wii was better graphics. I mean, the Wii U had amazing graphics. Especially for the time. In my opinion. But the biggest difference was the thing. The little docking thing. With the little screen and stuff like that. It looked like a really giant Game Gear. That's what it looked like. It should have never done that. Without that, it's just a graduated Wii. That's all it is. It's just a black Wii that sits, you know, like a VCR instead of upright, you know. So VCR, DVD player, you know, whatever. Desktop instead of vertical, you know, desktop instead of tower, basically. If you want to talk about more PC terms. So, yeah, that was the Wii U. And, you know, same sort of controllers and stuff. I mean, it's exactly the same. But better graphics. And again, they required the stupid dock thing. So why didn't they just, again, like, had you would have, in my opinion, had they taken that stupid dock thing, again, you had to have the thing docked or charged and using it for that device to work. Because again, most people, I think that's what they did. They would just leave it off. It doesn't charge. It's dead. And then they go, oh, it doesn't work. They don't even really seem to understand that that thing's part of it. They would need that and stuff. And maybe the system tells them, hey, put it on the dock. You know, you need this. And then they go, oh, well, I don't want this anymore. Why would I want this? And then so they just return it, or they just set it in a closet, and then they don't really play it. I played mine quite a bit. And I liked it. But I was really sad because nobody else liked it, and everybody was trashing it. And I was like, oh, man, like, mine's great. Like, I just don't like the docking thing. Like, That is annoying when that thing's like just there and I have to have a spot for it that's huge, and if it falls off, well, it doesn't charge and you gotta have it on the charger, you know? So it is annoying, for sure. The Switch is the superior system. Yeah. But yeah, Nintendo's doing it right. I mean, there's no question. I'm just saying, like, my opinion on why I think the Wii U didn't do well. That's all. It's just my opinion. It could mean nothing. It might not even be why. I have no idea. It's just what I think, you know? Because it's the only thing that makes sense, just deducing the information, you know? Everybody tried to say it was the games, but then I really enjoyed the games that I had. And, you know, it was like Mario stuff, like Mario Party, and I think I had something else. Wasn't there a Luigi's Mansion for it, too? I can't remember. I had a few games, but Mario, definitively the Mario game for it, and a Mario Party. I had a few others, too. But, like, again, the graphics were really, really good. So, better than the Switch, in my opinion. I thought the graphics looked better than the Switch on the Wii U. Just my opinion. I thought they were cleaner. I thought it just looked nice. But again, like the system didn't last long and didn't get promoted, and they phased it out really quickly because people didn't like it. So that's it. When they're not making sales, they're not going to bother. You know what I mean? They're just not going to bother. So they phased it out. Stopped making games for it. There's a Corvette. Right there. That's awesome. Corvette. It's red. It is going left. And not using turn signal. Interesting. It went left and no signal. Man, perfect opportunity too. Just kidding. That was a good meal. Where is it? Where is it? Oh. No, that's not it. That's my thing. Oh. I forgot about them, actually. They're probably all hard now, man. I can't confirm whether they weren't hard before. They probably weren't. They're not bad. Wish I would have eaten them before. They're little Cinnabon. They're called Cinnabon Delights. So yeah, I played a mix of everything growing up, because I always had friends that were into stuff. I played the Final Fantasy games like a ton of times growing up. So growing up, we had a bunch of systems, and we had there was always like older Final Fantasy games around, like Final Fantasy 3 and Tactics and stuff like that. So like I was always trying to play it if I could. When I was younger, I didn't really understand it as much, for sure. And so I had to, you know, obviously dive into it when I got older. But definitely like more toward like middle school and stuff, I started, because in middle school, for me, it was in 7th or 8th grade, when Final Fantasy VII was coming out. So like that was when the franchise just took off, and because 7 was like big, so that's what everyone was talking about. And a lot of people had only just heard about the franchise. They didn't even play the other games, so everybody's all trying to pretend to be fanboys and stuff like that. And it was really fun just being able to, at least talk about, some of the other games. Because I like I said, I didn't understand them as much when I was younger, but like when 7 was coming out, oh man, this guy. You see this guy? He's blinding the shit out of me. Yeah, let's go blind him. Oh, okay, now he's pulling out, yeah. He had his high beams on. So again, he drove all the way through a lot with his high beams on because he just got in his car and started it. Yeah, I thought he was coming in. I can't stand that. Because, like, right directly in someone's eyes like that, like, you can give somebody a pretty bad. Because, like, he was on an incline, so it was, like, right in my eyes. Man, that shit hurts. But yeah, anyway, when Final Fantasy VIII came out, that was like, I loved the game. I was like, this is my favorite. It's probably not going to change, and it hasn't. I love 8. And for me, it was just like the amount of things that you can do. And you like 7 too, obviously. It's just that like 7 got so overplayed for me. Like everybody was playing 7, everybody was talking about 7. So like, I don't know, I'm just that guy where I'm like, well, yeah, like I like 7, but like with everybody else liking it so much, talking about it so much, it just like, I don't know, it takes a little bit of away from it for me. So almost like that cringy sort of feel. So like I just gravitated towards 8 because when 8 came out, I loved it. Like I just literally couldn't stop playing it, and everyone else was crapping on it. I'm like, okay, great, I'll play it and love it, and you guys can hate on it all you want. And in a few years, when you suddenly like it, you can pretend to be a fanboy, and that's what they did, of course. Everybody freaked out about 9. So no lie, when 9 came out, I'm not making this up, everybody was trying to say 9 was better when it came out, because like everybody crapped on 8. Like this whole thing of like crapping on games and then taking it back later, that's not a new concept. It's just there's more games now. There was a lot less games coming out back then, so there's just a lot less of it. It's not a new concept though. But yeah, they took a huge dump on 8, saying it's terrible, the graphics are awful. Now that's a meme, like you're the best looking guy at the party sort of thing, and it's just pixelated, and it's funny because it's exactly what it was. Who cares? That's the point. A game is a game is a game. The point is, did you have fun playing it? Did you enjoy it? And yeah, I loved it. I loved that freaking game. I loved it. I loved every ridiculous pixel on Squall as you move to the open world was so cheesy too. Yeah, it was literally like a globe, and it would shift and move as you ran and stuff. And yeah, like it looked pretty cheesy. So yeah, in comparison at the time, yeah, that's what people were saying, that we went backwards. We didn't go forward with graphics, we went backward, and they were just crapping on it and stuff like that. It's just like, that's not what it's about, So, so yeah, then they went with 9, which was a smart play because 9 was more playing towards the people that liked You know, like the originals, like 1, 2, and 3 and stuff like that. Even 4, 5, and 6. But you know, obviously 10 was everybody. 10 was that one where it's like, okay, we're up to the plate. We're gonna hit a home run here. With 10, that was the one that was. It's the first time that we have actual dialogue in a Final Fantasy game, spoken dialogue, and so they just had to nail that. They had to nail that one. There was no screwing that up. And I can't remember. I want to say it was that one or 11, but at some point around there they switched from they sold they sold and then they changed to Square Enix because SquareSoft was what they were. They were SquareSoft, if you remember. Some of my old little boxes I have a Final Fantasy 8. I still have the original like discs and everything in the box and everything. Says SquareSoft on it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that it says that. Because they don't exist anymore. Oh, I forgot there was another one. I smashed my finger. In case you guys didn't hear. That's what that is, by the way. It's not like my finger's like dirty or something. I smashed it like a week ago, so. This doesn't like hurt or anything. It's not a big deal. Sometimes like that just happens, you know what I mean? Like you smash a finger. I don't even know why it happened. Like it really wasn't even a big deal. It didn't really hurt that much. I mean, there was a cut there. And the cut's gone now, obviously. It's literally just under the skin, so it's just gonna take some time. Typically happens because, again, deep enough cut that it's under that layer. So as it starts to heal, the layer underneath might still be cut a little bit and take a little longer to heal because it's thick. Maybe bash it a couple more times or do something dumb or something like that. And so it just kind of reopens a little bit underneath and then kind of bleeds underneath the skin a little bit. That's usually what happens. That's what I've noticed. Like a stain, kind of, you know. So yeah, that's exactly what it's just a stain, like your own blood stain, you know. You guys want to do a stream tonight? There's nobody in chat. Why is there's like literally nobody in chat? Why is there like nobody in chat? Did I miss something? There's like nobody. Everybody's watching, but there's nobody in chat. That's alright. That's alright. You guys don't have to chat. It's not a big deal. Just, you know, unusual. Usually, like, if we get like a bunch of people watching, usually at least there's chat moving. But again, not a big deal. Wow, Wendy's keeps, like, they're still busy. Jeez. It's just wrapped around, man. Oh, man, I am beat. I don't know, guys. I'm pretty tired. I don't know about a stream. You guys want to stream, don't you? like game stream, don't you? Turn the heat off for a little while, but it's starting to add up. It's 57 degrees, so like it's not like cold or anything. It's just a little chilly. That's why I'm not sitting outside, by the way. Also, in case I'm sick, and then like I'd happen to be sitting outside. I think I am. I think I'm sick. Cause like I said, like there's like a couple of little tiny symptoms I'm noticing. I don't feel like super ill. I do feel abnormally tired. Does that make sense? Almost abnormally tired. I think that's about the right term. Cause like I'm normally tired after work, but not like just exhausted. That's how I feel. I feel absolutely exhausted. So I mean, like that could be COVID starting. Like I said earlier, somebody at work has it, so it is probably inevitable. It was probably inevitable. Sip of the hot too. Oh, this guy doesn't have his lights on. Oh my god, this guy doesn't have his lights on. Oh my goodness, there's no lights at all. Oh my gosh. He just drove out onto the road too. Oh my gosh, he still doesn't have one. Oh, he just turned him on. He just turned him on. He realized it. Good thing he did. I am beat, man. I don't know. I don't know if I feel too exhausted to play, something, do a stream. To be honest with you. I'm pretty exhausted. Let's take a look. Nah. Yeah, I mean, like it's not that late, but because of how late it actually is, I realized that I definitely am abnormally tired. Like definitively at this point, like, cause it's only 8. It's only a little bit after 8. I wouldn't be this tired. It would have to be like almost 1 in the morning for me to be this tired. I'm like fall asleep. Like I'm exhausted. I might actually want to get something with caffeine in it before I take the trip. Yeah, just a little bit, not like an energy drink or anything. Just like a little bit. Probably like a Mountain Dew or something. Yeah, probably like a Mountain Dew. I don't know. But I'm like exhausted. How long we've been here? We've been here a little over an hour, actually. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Probably get some caffeine. Just trying to think of where. I feel like going for that. So, who is all in here, by the way? By the way. By the way. It's like 5 people in here. What's up, people? What's up? What's up? All 5 people in here. By the way. 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 Guy. All right. We need to stop. Phew, V-room. That's the new thing. getting some caffeine. I don't know what I feel like drinking, but we're gonna get some caffeine here. We're gonna get a beverage. Wow. That's a first. Yeah, another quintessential shooter for me was definitely Halo. I remember my first experience with Halo. I just remember I asked for nothing else for Christmas that year, but I wanted an Xbox because it was the new console. It was Microsoft's first. It was new. I see nothing like it. You know, I wanted it. So I asked for nothing else, and I got it. I got an Xbox for Christmas. I got 2 controllers, and I got Halo. And we played so much Halo. And I struggled with those, you know, like those original controllers we all have, everybody hated. I actually didn't mind them. Like, if you have large hands, it's not that bad. But yeah, like if you had small hands, for sure, I could see reaching some of those. For sure, the sticky grenade, like the buttons and stuff for the grenades, well, just having like separate buttons for them that were kind of out of the way and down a little bit. Like, you know, like the red and black button. Or I'm sorry, white and black. I'm sorry, white and black. There's a little white and black button further down. Pad of buttons, but definitely that quintessential Xbox game I remember playing. I mean, that, yeah. And then another one throughout the years that I played a lot of was Destiny 2. I played some of the first one, but I played more of the second one. I don't play anymore. It's fun to jump in, I suppose, once in a while, but here's the deal. Unless, like, the grind feels sort of pointless because every time a new DLC comes out, they catch you up to the current light level. And the current light level is the cap of the previous expansion. So if they're just going to catch you up to that, all of the grinding you previously did is now useless. Like, essentially, it just makes the grinding and all that work you did in the last DLC completely pointless. And then they're charging, like, a bunch of money for these things. So I don't know. I just with Destiny 2, when they started doing that crap, it makes it feel pointless. Because, like, why did I grind all that time, spend all that time doing that, just for me to come back into the game, and now everybody's caught up to that point. And even my other characters, too, are all at that point. Like, you know, like you get the 3 characters, and, like, the point is you see the other characters caught up just automatically, and it's kind of like, oh, that's cheap. What did I do all that work for, then? So, with Destiny 2, I feel like playing it anymore, it just feels pointless. Well, here we are, folks. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get a drink and get some gas. I got a green. I got an amp. I got an amp. I got an amp. I got an amp. That's what I got, guys. I got an amp. Anyway. Look at that thing. That big thing. That's what you see around here. Shit like that. Farm equipment like that. Time to go. Time to go. Yeah. It's dark, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but it's dark. What is this here? Is this a corn maze? What is this? It still, like, looks like it's open. I don't know. I'm pulling in. I want to see what this is. Oh, this is parking. Oh, so I shouldn't go over here. Got it. Pick your pumpkins. It looks like a scary corn maze thing. Pretty cool. Alright, I checked it out. That seems pretty cool. Yeah, it's like a haunted corn maze, I think. Like, they do the corn maze for, like, this time of year, but, like, I think it's a haunted one. That's what, like, drew my attention. I think normally it's just a regular corn maze, but right now, because it's so close to Halloween, I think they're doing, like, a haunted thing. Dark out here, brother. Man. Yeah, the drink helped. For sure, the drink helped. I was a little exhausted, just a little exhausted. Just a little bit. Driving. Everybody's driving. Driving. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh, big giant tractor. Whoa. Who is coming up over that hill so fast? it's pretty nice. Pretty nice Taco Bell experience that we have. I'm just trying to play it by ear on what we do. Because I'm not sure about like how I feel quite yet. Like I said, I was pretty exhausted. I mean, the energy drink's helping, but there's a good chance that like I'm still not gonna feel up to it. I'm not trying to like push it if I'm actually gonna get sick, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, like, if I wasn't gonna get sick, I wouldn't really care if I was like just exhausted. Like, if I have, you know what I mean, like if I have COVID or, you know what I mean, like I think I might, because like I said, somebody at work has it, so, and I'm having like slight symptoms maybe, so, yeah, so like I would prefer to, if I'm feeling exhausted, to take it easy because of that. Otherwise, like I said, I don't really care. Didn't turn him off until he blinded me. Why do people do that? Like, I turned mine off ahead of time, and he didn't turn his off until he freaking blinded me. Why do people do that? Like, I feel like it's like half. I feel like it's like half of the people do that. Half of the people get it, you know. Some just like they won't turn theirs off until they confirm that yours. Yeah, I mean, like, how's that? Yeah, I mean, like, that's how it almost feels. Almost like they're not going to turn their high beams off unless they confirm that yours aren't on. Does that make sense? And that's just how it feels. But I feel like it's just people forgetting. And it's that awful. I feel like that's the, like, real reason. The reasonable one. It's just, it's so much. I have a song in my head. Alright, guys, well, I was sort of kind of sitting here trying to just feel. Um, definitely don't feel like 100% that exhausted feeling. It's not really like going away. The caffeine definitely helped me stay awake though. Yeah, I mean, like sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try to rest, I think. I watch I've been watching Motorcycle lately. That's what I've been watching. Penguin Zero. Charlie. I've been watching him. And I was watching the Dark Souls stream. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty good stream. He was pretty good at that. No, I like his streams. I can relate a lot to the way he is, because like the way he sort of streams is the way I kind of used to stream. Like sort of like I don't really give too much excitement towards much of anything. But like I sort of changed, kind of doing that a bit, where like I do want you guys, because like I don't know, I feel like I have way too much RBF going on, and obviously he does not, so like it works better for him. So like I don't know, I try to make sure that like I don't go too heavy on the monotone, because for me it's just not going to work as well when you have RBF. It's that simple. Yes, I am aware of it, by the way. By the way, it's not something I'm not aware of. I'm really tired of everybody telling me what to do when I'm sick. Like, that's the last thing I want. You should do this. Well, I should do whatever the hell I want to do. jump off here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. I do. Appreciate the feedback. To you guys. Thanks for the positive feedback. I'm gonna get to a stream as soon as I can. I don't know that it will be tonight. I'm not saying it's not, but don't count on it, please. And you know what I mean, like depending on how it goes. I mean, let's be honest. We all know even if I'm sick, I'll probably be on stream. Like, we all know that. It's just you guys might not see me. That's all. But yeah, I'll either way at some point we'll get on and do something. But anyway, I'm getting off here now. Thanks for watching my Taco Bell stream.